Now, across the continent, the economic costs are staggering and getting worse. Critical waterways are drying up, and Romania has had to shut down its last working nuclear reactor because of record low levels in the Danube. And an important transport route in Germany, the Rhine, has also reached new lows, with economists at ING saying the reduced traffic could cut the country's GDP by 0.3% this year. The heat is also putting pressure on public transportation. In England, 2 trains derailed in less than 24 hours, and experts say record temperatures could be a factor. Sehrish Usman is an economist and postdoctoral researcher at the chair of finance at the University of Mannheim's with me now. Here's the really difficult part about this. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, this is economic loss that will happen because of the heat, but there is no alternative. So it's just a case of how bad it's going to be and how quickly you can recover afterwards. I think we may be having difficulty with the good doctor. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, ma'am? No?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now.
Ah.
Yes, thank you for having me. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know whether you heard the question, so I'll ask it again. The real problem here is that this economic loss, there's very little that can be done about it because the weather is the weather and the infrastructure simply isn't built for it.
Yes, definitely. So this summer is really serious. What we are experiencing at the moment is multiple episodes of heat waves, droughts, and wildfires. We can observe lower water levels in Rhine, which is affecting our lives, businesses, and also it has a huge cost for the whole economy. So in my own research with my co-authors from European Central Bank, we have estimated that extreme weather events like floods, droughts, and heat waves, they can cost European economies 43 billion euros only in the first year. And the impact manifests over time and can reach us up to 126 billion euros in 2029.
What would you recommend that European governments do now? Because obviously this year's gone, next year's probably, it's too hard to mitigate now. So what would you be suggesting that governments need to be doing?
Yes, so definitely the first and the foremost important thing is the adaptation. So the way we work or the way we are doing our economic activities or we are producing, for instance, so we really need to adapt, but adaptation also comes with some limits. It can remove the damage, but it cannot completely eliminate the cause. So we should together incorporate the policies so that we can adapt and we can mitigate, for instance, by reducing the emissions so that we can really build real resilience.
It's not an even story across Europe, is it, in terms of those countries that are better prepared or will feel the effects somewhat less. But it does beg the question how much worse this could get.
Yes, so in our research, we see that there is a lot of heterogeneities across the region depending on their own baseline climate conditions and also how well prepared they are with the extreme weather events like heat waves. So the question is that they really need to develop the policies which can help them to adapt and to mitigate the real impact of these events. Yeah, and what was your second question, sorry, again?
Well, no, I mean, it's just a question of how much worse is this going to get in future years.
Yes.
If this is as a result of climate change, of human climate change, then we are going to have to get used to it and build infrastructure accordingly.
Definitely. So there are 2 impacts. So the first is the contemporaneous effect. For instance, if there is a heat wave, we see that it affects our labor productivity. People work less number of hours and also less effectively. Then there is another impact, which is a long-term effects, long-term impact, which manifests over time. And this is because the economic activity is affected and the losses can go up to 126 billion euros by 2029, which we show in our research. So we really need to take into account that the costs are much higher. Even if the event ends, the cost still adds up.
I'm grateful for you. Thank you for joining us tonight on Questions Business, and to try and keep us, I was going to say, keep as cool as possible, bearing in mind the circumstances.